What's up, everybody? Well, I got another Asus G15 Advantage gameplay video for you guys today, and today we're going to try out that South of Midnight game again, but obviously on the G15 Advantage. Now, originally I just was going to play it on the Steam Deck and whatnot, because at first it looked like a really easy to run game, and then I learned it was Unreal Engine 5. I was like, oh, no, this might not even run. That's probably why they want me to test it on the Steam Deck. Even though it's got a check mark, they probably didn't trust it. But it is pretty playable. It does have its moments where it probably will still drop under 30 here and there, but if that happens every once in a blue moon, I'm like, oh my god, nope, it's not unplayable. But if it's like hanging out under 30, like all the time and barely even able to hit 30, then it's unplayable. That's kind of how I'm at. But anyway, why don't we, well, hope OBS works. It was working on other computers, but doesn't always work on these laptops on their screen itself. So hopefully it will. But if not, then we'll just go all camera. But usually I can fix it by just going to borderless, but that doesn't always work. And I don't like going borderless. I like being full screen, but I'd also like to get screen recorded footage. So if I've got to do borderless, I guess we're doing borderless. Anyway, to the game. Well, alright, this game was a little wonky and worked on my laptop screen and not on the external monitor. And then it pulled the switcheroo on my Alienware. It's very strange. But regardless, we'll still try to get ourselves some gameplay here on Ultra. Probably won't go completely well, and if not, we'll drop the settings until we can get some acceptable gameplay. I think at 1080p all we need to do is drop it down to high, but we shall see.
About the grand tapestry, an invisible weave holding our world together. They say the grand tapestry is torn by folk sorrows, and these damaged threads give rise to the evil spirits called haints. But every great while, a mighty storm brews, awakening a powerful force. A weaver, gifted with the power to reach into the past and mend folks' deep wounds. With enchanted hooks in hand, this weaver can banish haints and reweave the tapestry's threads, restoring the land so life can bloom again, fresh and new. The last weaver vanished long ago, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Our tale begins deep in the heart of Chickasaw County, in a speck of a town called Prospero, where the last weaver was last seen. That evening, Hazel's mama was running late, driving home through a storm that seemed hell-bent on drowning the whole South. Meanwhile, our Hazel is packing an emergency box, fixing to evacuate quickly. A hurricane brewing on the horizon, and a mighty big one at that.
Man, I miss singing on the bus with these guys. Wish we had another meet. Another medal, too. We was fast as hell. Mine should be back by now. Probably got sucked into work again. Typical. I shouldn't be doing all this packing by myself. But here I am. What's coming with me? And there goes the flash flood warnings. Like clockwork. I asked Mama for a doll and got this thing instead. I know he's weird looking, but I can't help but love him. The storm's never been this bad before. That was the day Mama threw up on me after getting off that wacky world. Almost passed out from laughing so hard. But she still had that kind of time for me. Things got tense with Mama last time I visited you at the mausoleum, Dad. She'll never explain why she and Grandma Bunny got bad blood. I gotta stop reminiscing and start packing, for real.
Whew, it is really picking up.
There's no getting through to her. Whatever. Let me go check on Bo.
Alright, here we are, getting some camera recording gameplay now. High settings. I skipped very high because I figured it wouldn't have made a huge difference, but who knows, you might I got mine very high too. Ultra usually just kills your FPS, but now I'm looking better, you know?
I can't lose you too!
But the way the game looked, I figured, hey, maybe this thing's got a chance, so why not be silly and try it? This thing's usually much more akin to medium and high settings nowadays. It's more of a mid-range laptop, and that's totally alright. Heck, a lot of times the laptop will be so slow now you can't even play games on it. But not this one. It struggles with certain unoptimized QH games, or ones with built-in ray tracing. Whoop,
Holy shit.
I got teleported
What just
to another
happened?
tree.
How did I get back to the shore? The bridge! Gotta get across. Lenny's house is up here. She's always fine during storms. If I can get to her place, she can get help from mine. What was that? I must be seeing things. Okay, can't give up now. I'm so scared for my mom. Dad, if you're up there, keep her safe. Okay, go around. That can't be real. Hope they'll help me.
I know y'all in there. Excuse me. You can't just show up unannounced.
I have to talk to Bunny.
When she is rested, you're gonna have to come back to her. It can't wait. is all this racket?
Hey, Grandma?
Is that Hazel? You've gotten taller. What brought you sopping wet to my doorstep this evening?
I told her to arrest him, but she just...
Nonsense, Lily. That's my only grandchild down there. What can we do for you?
The trailer got swept downstream with Mama in it, and I
Swept down in the river in that tin can of a home?
I tried to catch her, but I couldn't keep up. There's no one in town. I saw the lights on here, and I came for help.
And we will. In the morning.
But you know people. Can you call the sheriff or something?
You know rescue services are paused in the middle of a hurricane, dear.
You're acting like you don't even care.
Mind your tone, please.
You don't understand. It ain't just about Mama. I'm seeing these things. These strands in the air. I'm scared.
Strands.
Yeah. There is something big out there.
Lily,
Yes, ma'am?
clearly my granddaughter is not in her right mind right now. Afraid for her mother and all. Ready a guest room?
Yes, ma'am.
Poor thing. You've been through a lot tonight. Come sit down for a minute. I'll take care of it.
All right. Now we can go ahead and wrap the video on up.
Drink.
Well, alright guys, that's a wrap for South of Midnight at 1080p anyway on the G15 Advantage. And we got playable FPS. You can't max it out, but most Unreal Engine games this thing can't even barely play without the help of upscaling and this, that, and the other thing. So we were able to get playable FPS, very playable FPS on just high. I didn't even have to go to medium. I figured we might have to drop to medium. I skipped very high. You might have been fine with very high, but more often than not, very high and ultra are like 6 FPS apart, and both are silly to run, and high looks 90% as good, and you get way more FPS, kind of like in this situation. This game's not about insane levels of crazy detailed graphics. It's got its own art style, and that's cool. But again, it's one of those ones where it's like, man, the way it looks, you'd think you'd get 300 FPS on a system like this, but I guess not. Unreal Engine, even a game that looks like this, is just a little bit too hard for it to do. But that's okay. The thing is a little bit old at this point. It's gotta be, what, 3 years and some change? Gonna go on 4 years here pretty soon, and mine's still going, even after all the nonsense I put it through and all the gameplay videos I make on it. Though, it's a lot easier life now than I had at the old house, where it was actually editing the videos and doing all that stuff, and then I'd play games on the gaming computer, you know? Anyway, enough blabbing. It's time for me to wrap this up so I can go get started on the 1440p version of this. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video though, because I sure as hell enjoyed making it for you guys. And until the next video, peace out, guys.